What's up, everybody? So with the first set of Porunga Dragon Balls being complete during the Global 2021 Thank You celebration, I wanted to go over all of the available wishes really quickly to help you make the best decision on what to pick with your wishes. Now, you are allowed 3 choices from the list of wishes that you can see here, and I do think there are a few clear-cut winners, and then there are a few traps. So we're going to start from the top here. The first wish is I want gift cards, and it gives you 2 gift cards, but you're only allowed to wish for this once only. So for newer players, this could really benefit you, especially brand new players. For more veteran players, this is going to be a more weak pick, so this is up to your discretion. You know the status of your box and everything better than I do. So if you are a newer player, I do think this is actually worth considering. So quickly looking at the gift card shop, there are a lot of decent units here, a lot of easy A units, a lot of decent options like Fit Boo and things like that who have good awakenings as well. But the thing with this is that pretty much all of these units are banner units that you can get through just summoning on any other banner over time and just accumulate these units. For newer players, as I said, this can be really good because you can directly purchase a few really good units. And I think the 2 notable standout units here is this physical Kefla and Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the AGL one. Now, these both are Easy A units. Kefla is currently only Easy A'd on JP, but when she is Easy A'd on Global, she is a very, very, very good unit. Meanwhile, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku is an extremely powerful option on a Realm of Gods category team, which is a fairly easy team to build nowadays with all of the good Realm of Gods options that we have. But Kefla, I think, is very good to pick because her Easy A gives her that stacking ability, which of course is really useful for longer events, and for newer players, this can be a very valuable thing to have. She's also an orb changer, and she just performs very, very well. She's also a Patara leader category for 160% of stats, so she's like the best Patara category leader. She's just very good. Meanwhile, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku is decent as well, but you have to remember that for newer players, you do have to Easy A these units, which means you do need to beat their Easy A's, so you might not be able to do so early on. Kefla is the better option for that because she performs better before her Easy A than the Super Saiyan Blue Goku does before his Easy A. But I think these are the 2 picks you should consider. If you don't have them rainbowed yet on Global, I do think you should rainbow them. Kefla first and then Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But again, it's more up to your discretion. There are some decent picks here. Like Angel Cell, Angel Frieza, Fit Boo. Just some really decent options, a lot of Easy A options. So quickly moving on to the next wish. I want to perform summons in the Dokkan Festival. That will give you 3 Dokkanfest tickets. Now, this is for the second set of Porunga Dragon Balls, and currently we are only having the first set complete. So when the second set is complete for you guys, you can wish for this if you want. But this is like the worst wish in my opinion. This is the lowest value one. Guys, I know it is very tempting to look at the bright side or be super optimistic and think, I'm going to pull LR Tech Super Gogeta, or I'm going to pull one of the good LRs like Physical Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta, or I'm going to pull a sick Dokkanfest exclusive unit like Goten and Trunks off of a single. But, guys, it's a single. You get 3 singles. Why waste your wish for 3 singles that most likely, for most of you, will end up being R rarity characters or SR. I just think it's a bad idea. I know a lot of you love YOLO singles, and this is a free, 3 YOLO singles for you guys, but in my personal opinion, you should check the rest of the wishes, and you'll see that the value is just way better. So moving on to what I think is the absolute best option, is I want to power up super attacks. That gives you 3 of each type of Grand Kai, so 15 Grand Kais in total, and I think this should be wished by for everybody. There are people who do stockpile Kais, including myself. I have over 300 Elder Kais, guys, and I still wish for Kais, because one day you're going to run out, no matter what you do. Eventually, they're just going to make units that can't be farmed with free-to-play means, having free-to-play farmable super attacks. You're going to need to use Kais for units like that, and when you use Kais on an LR, like for instance LR Tech Super Gogeta, you're going to be using 19 Kais on an LR. So you're going to run out eventually, and it's always good to stock up on Kais because for the most part, they are not farmable. Sure, you can get them from the story events, reward shops with their special currencies, but that's only when they're around. And sure, you get some from EZAs, you get some from Super Battle Road rewards, from the Victory Lights. But again, there are only a finite amount of Kais in the game, and it's always good to be stocked up on them so you never have to worry about super attack levels. This is the best in my opinion. I am putting this at priority number 1. Next up, I want to activate Hidden Potential System. You get 1300 small orbs of each type, 640 medium, 60 large, and 10 hourglasses. I think this is an incredibly valuable pick as well. I know that a lot of people do say, I have over 99999, you know, over 100,000 small orbs and things of that nature. I have so many orbs. But again, you can't farm for orbs. You get them from those daily events once a week, each type. You get a chance to get one type of orb every single week. And it's not enough. You're going to run out eventually. You know, they don't hand out orbs willy-nilly. Obviously, you know, if you grind hard in the World Tournament or Chain Battle and things like that, you can get a good supply of orbs. But if you're awakening just a ton of units, if you went ham and got a whole bunch of new units, you're going to be needing orbs. The only problem with this wish is that it gives a very little amount for each wish. You only get 1300 small, 640, you know, so this is about a third of a rainbow for a unit. So it's kind of a little. If you wish it twice, then all of a sudden you're getting around a 2/3, maybe more like 3/5 of a rainbow for a unit, which again is very little. But orbs are not farmable, Kais are not farmable, the hourglasses are purchasable in the Baba shop, but they're expensive. So I like this wish. I'm going to put it at priority number 3 because it is a very good wish, and you will be wanting orbs one day. Trust me, future-proofing things is always better. Always be prepped for the future. Next up is I want a full belly. Now you get 3 large meat, 7 medium, and 15 small. This is one of my favorite wishes. I think everybody should wish for this. This is free stamina, guys. You know, instead of using Dragon Stones to recharge your stamina, you can use meat. Although I would only ever use meat for the World Tournaments, so that way you can get your 23 million points for the new World Tournament unit, and then dip without having to use a single Dragon Stone. Basically, you reap all of the rewards without having to spend any of your Dragon Stones for stamina replenishment. And it's nice sometimes to just have meat on emergency in case they ever release some sort of event and you're running out of time and you don't have the stamina. Meat is very good. You can't farm it. Again, not being able to farm items makes the wishes for them a lot more valuable. You do get meat sometimes throughout celebrations, and only during, I think, download celebrations and perhaps the 6th anniversary, they have, or not 6th anniversary, but maybe in future anniversaries, they will have those events again where you can get the meat every single day. But until then, we only get meat handed out very rarely. So this is priority number 2 for me. I think everybody should wish for meat. It is incredibly valuable. It's always nice to stockpile meat. I mean, I scored 150 million points, I think, during the last World Tournament, and it was mostly from meat. I only used like 3 Dragon Stones. So, meat's good. I want to attempt a lot of events is next, and you get 100 story keys, 100 challenge keys, and I think these are 30 EZA keys, or it's called Keys of the Past, but I think you get EZA access with these keys. Now, keys are pretty decent. You can't farm for them. You can, in some story events, get a few keys, but for the most part, you can't really farm for them. and having keys will allow you to access things in the Portal of Memories. If you missed out on grinding things, you can try and grind them with keys. But honestly, if you're grinding story events and stuff like that when they do drop, if new ones are released, and if you're just grinding story events when they are available, you really shouldn't need to use those keys. The most useful of the keys are the challenge keys for Dokkan events. So if you ever pull a unit, you know, that doesn't have their Dokkan event available at the moment, you can always use the keys. But you really don't need that many keys. I dare say you only really need 100 of the story and the keys of the past. So the green and the black keys here. So if you don't have any keys, you may want to consider this wish. But again, I don't think this wish is that valuable if you're just playing the game and doing story events and things when they're available. You should be fine. So I'm going to put this at priority number 4. Actually, let me put this at priority number 5. Because keys are decent, but the amount that you get for being handed out during login bonuses and little things like top grossing and things like that should be enough to get you by. Next up, I want treasure and support items. You get 777 incredible gems, as well as 100 Fruit of the Tree of Mights, Future Bulma, Princess Snake, Ghost Usher, Whis, and Android 8. And then you get 20 of the key sphere changing nuking items. This is a terrible wish. This is like almost like this is second to last in priority. The tickets are the dead last. And then these are right after. So these are pretty much some of the worst because you can farm incredible gems easily. You know, if you link level, you will literally have a ton of incredible gems. I'm sitting on like 4,700 from just link leveling. And the rest of the items, like the Android 8s and the Whis and the Ghost Ushers, those are buyable or farmable. You can farm them or you can buy them in the Baba shop with Baba points. Same thing with the rest of the support items. So this is a very bad wish. Do not do this. Just don't take it. Now the last one looks very tempting, and this is one of the best wishes in my opinion, but only for new players. If you are a new player, and I'm talking brand new, or at least, you know, maybe 3 months old or something like that. I remember back when I started, I struggled with having supplies. Like, I always was running out of Zeni, I was always running out of Elder Kai and Supreme Kai medals, always running out of the Bubbles medals and all of those bronze medals, always running out of training items, always running out of training locations. This has it all. You know, 7 Platinum Hercule statues plus 10, this is like 50 million Zeni. 7 of each of the Kai medals is very good. 500 of the bronze medals is pretty good. A ton of support items. This is actually a lot. And you can wish for this twice with each set of Dragon Balls. So this is looking tempting. But the thing is as I said, farming items or items that are not farmable are more valuable than ones that are. And all of this stuff is farmable. You can farm up the Zeni from Easy Ace. You can farm up the medals from various things, like just doing Dokkan events, from buying them in the Baba shop if you somehow have a ton of Baba points. But you can obtain these randomly, and even just login bonuses and things like doing chain battles and doing Dokkan Battlefield and all of those like sort of events that happen throughout the month during celebrations. You can get more Kai medals. All of these medals are farmable. You know, just land on the game map spaces where they are purple capsules, and you'll pick these medals up eventually. These medals, the bronze ones, are available in the Baba shop for cheap, or again, you can farm them. Training items, again, same thing, farm them on maps, do the Roshi daily, buy them in the Baba shop. And lastly, these training areas can be farmed in story events or bought in the Baba shop, except for these, which are only farmable in story events, but still, they are farmable. So this wish, its priority can be number 3 or number 6 or so, like towards the bottom, just depending on if you're new. In my opinion, everybody should be going for the Kais, and everybody should be going for the meat. So 1, the Kais are number 1, meat is number 2. Now, in my personal opinion, orbs are number 3, but some people can see this as number 3. The training items like the Strength and Allies wish. Then after that is the keys. then the tickets, the gift cards, then the training or support items and treasures, and lastly these Dokkanfest tickets, which are not available with the first set of wishes yet, but they will be in the second wave of wishes, so sorry for the jump cut, guys. But with all of that being said, I am going to make my wishes now if I can open up the game here, and I am going to choose the Kais, the meat, and the hidden potential orbs because, as I said, I value those things the most. I always like to be prepared, and I can't actually farm those things, so I am going to pick up more of those, especially the meat, because after my long World Tournament grind, I used every bit of meat I had stockpiled up. So I want to power up super attacks, will give me 15 Grand Kais, hidden potential orbs, and the Hourglasses are nice, and the aged meat. So there we go. Gonna get quite a bit of stuff with this. I am satisfied with my wishes. Now we will also have a second set of Porunga Dragon Balls for more wishes. Bear in mind again, the tickets for the Dokkanfest Tech Gogeta banner, those tickets are only available on the second set of wishes. So I will end up covering the second set of Dragon Balls and how to get them. And if you need help, you can always check that out. But anyways, guys, I hope I helped you out. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.